Many animals all over the world are being tortured for what is supposed to be our benefit. According to the National Institute of Health, 16 billion of our taxpayer dollars goes to animal testing and is often misused. I've done many hours of research and watched many expert interviews to make myself as educated as possible on this very important issue. Animal testing is cruel and should be banned. It violates animals' rights, causes unimaginable pain to the animals, and there's many other ways that testing can be done. So, according to the Humane Society, animals' rights consist of the fact that they're entitled to the possession of their own existence, which means that they simply have the right to live just like humans do. Animals do not have the choice of being tested on, and they cannot say no. It's being done against their will, which is not right. It's not humane to test on humans, but because the animals can't fight back or say no, we are allowed to test on them. According to the People for Ethical Treatment of Animals, which is also known as PETA, over 100 million animals, including mice, rabbits, monkeys, and guinea pigs, are killed each year due to animal testing. So, animal testing causes unimaginable pain and suffering to the animals. So, many different ways that the animals can be tested on, but the U.S. law allows animals to be burned, shocked, put on drugs, and many other horrific things. According to PETA, it's also not against the law to have to give the animals painkillers before they're tested on. So you can literally burn and torture the animals and no painkillers are given to the animals, which is literally torture. So many specific tests are done to the animals. So one specific test, according to the Humane Society, is that to test cosmetics, the product can be put into the animal's eyes to see if it's an irritant, or it can be applied to shaven skin to see if the product will irritate the skin. So another way that testing is done is for like everyday cleaning products. They can be forced to spray the toxic fumes into the animals' faces to see if the fumes would irritate any part of their body, skin, or internally. So it's little things like that we use every day where we don't realize the pain and suffering that the animals have to go through for us consumers to be able to purchase these everyday products. So although I just shared many horrific details with you about what is done to these animals, the good thing is that there's many alternatives to these animal testings. So all the new ways that testing can be done is through technology. So these ways are much cheaper and much more effective, and they prevent animal testing from happening. So at Harvard University, there's an institute and they created 2 ways of testing, and they're both technological. So the first way is through in vitro, which that just means it's a little chip and it has like simulates human organs, and so the product can be sprayed or applied to the chip and the chip will react as how human organs would react. So it's much more effective than doing it on an animal because it literally shows how the human organs would react. Whenever we test on animals, it just shows that how the animal react, but this is much more effective and it shows how the human body will react to these products. So that's the first way. And then they also have a different method, and that's called the silico method. And so Harvard University has made this method, and it's completely through the computer. It's completely through technology. So the computer models simulate human biology, and so this way is mainly used to test on like drugs. So they put like what the drug is made up of into the computer, and the computer simulates how the human body would react to this drug. So it's much more accurate than forcing an animal to take a drug whenever we don't know if how the animal reacts would be how a human reacts. So this way is really good. It requires much less money, and everything can be done through technology. So these tests are more humane and they will give better results than animal testing ever did. So either one of these new developments in research can help to completely replace animal testing. So now you know why animal testing is such a major issue in today's society and why we must do everything in our power to ban it. I talked about how animal testing violates animal rights, how it causes unimaginable pain to the animals, and how there are many more effective ways to test that doesn't harm animals in any way. So as human beings, we have to protect those who can't protect themselves. These innocent animals need us to stand up for them, because if we won't, then who will?